What's up, bitty man? It's the Monaco coming at you with another reaction video. I'm sure y'all heard the news. Paris Saint-Germain has finally said that they finna get Kylian Mbappe the hell up out of there. They finna sell him this summer. We all know that man is going to Real Madrid. He's going to Hala Madrid. But a list came out of teams who was going for him, and the Tottenham Cockspurs was on that list. Interestingly enough, for some weird reason, why the hell would Kylian want to go to Tottenham? I don't know. But y'all know the whole fiasco, the whole debacle happened with Paris Saint-Germain. They paid him all this money, you know, and people called him selfish, you know. But at the end of the day, bro, what y'all gotta realize is he gotta look out for himself and his family. You already know in American sports, this been happening. Players been robbing teams. They been robbing the bank. They been trying to sit out until they get paid the money that they think they deserve. So I'm already used to it. So in this situation, I'm really like, bro, you feel me? You got to put yourself in Kylian's shoes. His aim is to make as much money as he can possible. He already won a World Cup. He already won some Paris Saint-Germain. He won some Uber Eats League titles. Only thing he ain't won yet is the Champions League, which is why he's trying to go to Real Madrid, which he could have did last year. But he stayed at Paris Saint-Germain for the bag. But now he has the opportunity to go to Real Madrid, so I don't see the problem. We got a YouTube video today that popped up in my recommended. It says the most selfish player ever in football history. You feel me? I only started watching 2 years ago, so I don't know about history. But this YouTube video was made by a Barcelona channel. So you already know they kind of got like a little personal bias going on. So I'm going to enter this video with an open mind. Let's see where it goes there.
Mbappe is the perfect Kylian Mbappe is the perfect youngster. He won the World Cup at just 19 years old. Sometimes people don't realize how insane that is, and he's not stopping anytime soon. He is getting better with each year. And as they say, with great power,
arguably the best player in the world. Arguably.
Mbappe is a very controversial figure.
Let me know who y'all think the best player in the world is.
For others, he is a great guy. But is he too selfish? To answer that question, we have to look at his story to becoming one of the greatest footballers this decade.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what
he was born on 20th December 1998 in Paris, France. He was always good at dribbling, but his best natural trait was his speed. Nobody could catch Mbappe, even when he was very young. And that's not surprising, as he said that his favorite players were Zinedine Zidane and Cristiano Ronaldo. When he was a kid, he had a nanny whose entire family were AC Milan fans. So she gifted him a shirt with Robinho from AC Milan. That explains the video in which he wore a Milan shirt. But still, he always wanted to play for Real Madrid, his dream club. And until this very day, every summer there are rumors that he will go to Spain. And maybe this year will finally be the one where he moves to Real Madrid.
He gonna go, bro. And I don't even really... y'all know I don't really rock with Real Madrid, but y'all know I rock with Kylian Mbappe. So I'm gonna be real torn in terms of it's gonna be the same with Vinicius. You know, when Vinicius score, I be like, Vinicius is a dog. I be low key kind of celebrating on the inside, especially if it's a banger. That man Kylian, it's gonna be the same, bro. I'm gonna have to, you feel me?
And so we move on to the beginning of his journey. Mbappe began his career at AC Bondi.
Look at
young
Mbappe.
Only 6 years old, he was different than the other kids. He had speed and dribbling. Some even called him the best player ever for his age. Woo! In the end, he moved to the Clairefontaine Academy, where big clubs started noticing him. When he was 11, Real Madrid invited him to train with the under-12s. At 14, he went to Chelsea, where he played a match for the youth team against Charlton Athletic. His decision, though, was to settle at Monaco. And it turned out to be the best decision of his life. In 2015, he was brought to be in Monaco's B team, but he showed such levels of maturity and skills that they couldn't leave him there. Basically, he was too good for his age. So he got promoted to the first team in just 3 weeks since coming to Monaco. In December 2015, he made his first team debut, becoming Monaco's youngest first-team player ever, aged just 16. In February 2016, he scored his first goal against Troyes at just 17 years of age, becoming Monaco's youngest first-team goal scorer and breaking Thierry Henry's record in the process. He was just a phenomenon since the start. Mbappe never stopped and he became a monster. He scored against Manchester City in the round of 16 first leg in the Champions League. In the second leg, he scored again and helped Monaco beat City 3-1 on that night. The score on aggregate was 6-6, so Monaco advanced with the away goals rule. And in that Champions League campaign, he made his name known to the world. Monaco were the underdogs, but they went all the way to the semi-finals, where they lost to Juventus. And guess who was one of the most important pieces of that team? Mbappe, of course. He still had the likes of Bernardo Silva and Fabinho alongside him, but he still deserves a lot of credit for that incredible
I was finna say, wasn't Giroud on that team or something?
In the quarterfinals, Monaco met Borussia Dortmund. Mbappe won a penalty and scored 2 away goals. At the same time, he dropped one of the coldest pictures ever taken.
Oh my mama! Look, young Kylian Mbappe sliding there, then you see that intimidating ass yellow wall behind him. He don't give a goddamn about that yellow wall. He say, I am Kylian Mbappe. You feel me?
In football. In the second leg, he scored the first goal and Monaco won 3-1, advancing to the semi-finals, where they were eliminated by Juventus.
That's
but
CR7
Mbappe scored again. Still, it wasn't enough, as they lost 4-1 on aggregate. In the 2016-2017 season, Kylian scored 26 goals in 44 matches and he won the Ligue 1 title. That season was the year people found out who Mbappe was. The world was shocked and surely not ready for what he had to bring. He was so good that PSG were desperate to get his signature. Real Madrid wanted him as well, but they couldn't guarantee him a starting spot in their team, as they had Bale, Ronaldo, and
exactly.
Benzema.
That's too stacked. Everybody don't want to sit behind boys in the village.
Mbappe chose Paris Saint-Germain. They bought him for 145 million euros plus 35 million in add-ons, making him the most expensive teenager ever and the second most expensive transfer ever in football. Behind his teammate Neymar. And so the prestigious PSG project began. They had the most expensive transfers in history and they wanted the Champions League title the most. Mbappe was handed the number 29 shirt upon arrival and he came to hunt the European trophy. He scored on his debut for PSG and 4 days later he scored his first UCL goal for PSG against Celtic. On 6th of December he scored his 10th Champions League goal in a defeat against Bayern Munich, becoming the youngest player to reach that mark. He did it at 18 years of age. Then, the defining season arrived in Mbappe's career, the 2018-2019 season. In July, he was given the number 7 from Lucas Moura. He wanted to make that number justice, so he didn't disappoint. In his first League 1 game, he scored 2 goals against Guingamp. On 8th of October, he scored 4 goals in just 13 minutes against Lyon. And he became the youngest player at 19 years of age to score 4 goals in a League 1 game. He was so good that on December the 3rd, he was awarded the Copa Trophy, which is awarded to the best player under the age of 21.
Boy, what? Did they change like the design or something? Because didn't Gavi win his trophy? No, Pedri. Which one is the young? I always get them two confused. Gavi, Pedri. I don't know. Pedri's the oldest one. Gavi, yeah, young Gavi. He wanted the golden ball or something like that. Did they change it?
Is awarded to the best player under the age of 21.
Oh, that's a design
in the
of his
same
suit,
season, disaster struck for PSG. Their most wanted trophy was, of course, the Champions League. They did good in the competition until the quarter-finals, which was like the cursed round for them. And this time was no different. They met Manchester United and PSG beat them at Old Trafford 2-0. But then the return was not what the Parisians wanted. They lost 3-1 at home against United and were knocked out of the UCL on the away goals rule. and Mbappe's dream was shattered again. He tried his best, but it wasn't enough. Later in the season, he scored a hat-trick in a 3-1 win against his former team, Monaco. He won Ligue 1, the Player of the Year award, and the league's top scorer with 33 goals. But the next season was when he almost achieved everything. In 2019-2020, Mbappe became the youngest player to score 15 goals in the Champions League at the age of 20, after scoring a perfect hat-trick against Club Brugge.
A perfect hat-trick,
but because of
like
the pandemic,
3 shots
the season
on target,
was
3
called
goals?
off. And on 1st of May 2020, PSG became Ligue 1 champions. Mbappe was joint top scorer, but again, because of the pandemic, some things changed. So he actually was picked as the top scorer because he had a superior goals per game ratio than Ben Yedder. On July 24th, 2020, PSG won the Coupe de France and Mbappe was injured in the final. Everybody thought that it was something very serious and he might be damaged for his whole career. But fortunately, everything is good now. PSG also won the Coupe de la Ligue without Mbappe and completed the domestic treble. All they had to do was to win the Champions League. Mbappe returned from injury in the match against Atalanta in the quarter-finals. He assisted Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting's match-winning goal, and PSG went all the way to the UCL final where they met Bayern. And because of the pandemic, the UCL matches were only one leg. So to be honest, I don't think that PSG would have made it to the final in a normal Champions League. They just don't have the experience. Anyway, PSG...
He say they wouldn't have made the final if that hole was 2 legs. He basically saying PSG fluked up because of the pandemic.
Lost to Bayern Munich. And so Mbappe was left with no European trophy again. But he never gave up. In the 2020-2021 season, he scored 100 goals for PSG, becoming the 5th player to do so. He also became the youngest player to score 20 goals in the Champions League, but this record was later broken by Erling Haaland in the same season. The UCL campaign continued strong for PSG, as in the quarterfinals they beat Barcelona 4-1 in the first leg, with Mbappe scoring a hat-trick. He became the 3rd player to score a hat-trick against Barcelona in the UCL after Faustino Asprilla and Andriy Shevchenko. His hat-trick also meant that he has overtaken Pauletta's total of 109 goals to become PSG's 3rd all-time top scorer with 109 goals.
Think about all these things he achieving and all of this stuff that's happening. When it come contract time, you don't want to be compensated as such?
22 years old, he just became an all-time club legend. And some may say that this is easy, since he played for PSG. But this is still very impressive. In the second leg against Barcelona, Mbappe scored again from a penalty, becoming the youngest player to score 25 goals in the UCL, aged only 22 years. And this is when his performances really started to become insane. PSG met Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. A very strong team, the one who won the competition previously, and Kylian was there to stop them. He scored 2 goals in the first leg at the Allianz Arena. Although he was incredible, PSG still got knocked out of the competition by Manchester City in the semi-finals. And to add salt to the wound, PSG didn't even won the Ligue 1. They were outplayed by Lille. But he still won the Ligue 1 Player of the Year award. That didn't matter in the end. Because what was going to happen at PSG, no one ever expected. PSG were already a stacked team, but the 2021 summer transfer window was just crazy. Messi transferred to Paris after Barcelona. It was a historic transfer. He left his boyhood club to join France, and it wasn't just any team. Mbappe alongside Messi and Neymar would form an amazing trio, at least on paper. To say that the world had expectations is to say nothing. Everyone expected them to destroy every football team in the world. And as you may see, this didn't happen. At the beginning of the season, Mbappe was booed because of the rumors that he will join Madrid. Later, on 29th of August, Messi made his debut for PSG. The match ended as a 2-0 win for the Parisians, with Mbappe scoring 2. On that day, he showed that he still can lead this team, even with the best player in the world in it. On December 2021, Mbappe scored twice against Monaco in Ligue 1 and became the youngest player to score 100 goals at 20 years and 357 days old. And then the real games came to the show. It was time for Real Madrid against PSG. And everyone thought back then that if Madrid defeated PSG, then Mbappe would go to them. But if PSG won, he would stay. In the first leg, the Parisians won 1-0 at home, with Mbappe scoring the only goal. But then, everything changed at the Bernabeu. Mbappe scored the opening goal again, but it wasn't enough as Madrid made a sensational comeback and won 3-1. And that defeat changed everything, except Mbappe's
comeback against Paris Saint-Germain, comeback against Chelsea, comeback against City.
Club.
Like, damn.
He remained at PSG, and the contract he signed was just crazy.
Renewed his contract. Them Madrid boys was mad, man. Hated.
He extended his contract until 2025. With 4 million euros as his monthly wage, making him the highest paid player in the world. After his extension, he scored a hat-trick in a 5-0 win against Metz to finish the season with 28 goals as the top scorer in Ligue 1.
Bro, the thing is, it's like he said he finna cat. He done broke all these records since he was a young teen. The youngest player to do this, youngest player to do that, youngest player to do that. He say, bro, I need to be properly compensated, bro. You feel me? Just 1 year, and then after I play this little 1 year, then I'ma go over to the Hala Madrid. I'm finna cheat this. He basically cheated the system, but you gotta put yourself in. Kylian Mbappe. You gotta put yourself in his shoes, bro. Like, you feel me?
But that's not all. He also had 17 assists, which made him the top assist provider, becoming the first player to finish as both top scorer and top assist provider in Ligue 1 history.
First player to be top scorer and top assist
22-2023 season is where he established himself as the greatest PSG player ever. On 11th of October, he scored a penalty in the UCL against Benfica in a 1-1 draw, becoming the leading top scorer for PSG in European competitions with
he did his job. He did all he could for
Paris. On 23 of January 2023, Mbappe became the first PSG player to score 5 goals in a match, including a 10-minute hat-trick in a 7 win against Pays de Cassel. On 26 of February, Mbappe scored 2 goals and assisted another as PSG defeated Marseille 3-0 in Le Classique. He thus became the club's joint all-time top goal scorer with 200 goals, equaling Edinson Cavani's record. And in the match against Nantes, Mbappe scored his 201st goal for PSG, becoming the club's all-time leading top scorer. He ended the Ligue 1 campaign with 29 goals, to become the top scorer for the 5th time a row.
The title say the most selfish player ever in football, but it just said that he was the first person to lead the Ligue 1 in goals and assists. So I know they not talk about on the pitch, they talk about off the pitch.
Also ended the season with the Ligue 1 Player of the Year award for a 4th time in a row. On 13th of June 2023, he released an official statement that he will not renew his contract with PSG, which was set to expire in June 2024, maybe because of the Champions League failures. Thus, leaving PSG only with Neymar if he was to stay. And so, the incredible trio of Neymar, Messi and Mbappe came to an end. Messi left to join Inter Miami, Mbappe is set to leave next summer, and Neymar is still searching for a club.
And then they talk about some, bro, Kylian, you realize if you leave, we gonna have to sell some of your teammates. If I'm Kylian, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Go ahead and sell them boys. I'm here. I am Kylian Mbappe. You feel me? What the hell the team ain't got to do with me? I gotta do what's best for me. I'm here to win a goddamn Champions League. I couldn't win a Champions League with these blokes, so I'm finna go over here to Real Madrid and try and win some Champions Leagues with the Champions League club. I am Kylian Mbappe. I can't go my whole career without a goddamn Champions League. This club, PSG, is cursed. It's not gonna happen. I don't care about you sending them goddamn teammates. I'm not a part of the team anymore. That's none of my concern.
They had so much potential, but in the end, the project failed.
What the hell the back of his jersey say?
So much potential.
Sergio Rico. Oh, everybody said Sergio Rico. He must be a club legend who died or something.
Failed. But one thing Mbappe didn't fail at is the national team. And his incredible legacy began on 17th of May 2018 when he was called up to the French squad for the 2018 World Cup in Russia. On 21st of June 2018, he scored his first World Cup goal against Peru. This made him the youngest French goal scorer in the World Cup history, at only the age of 19. After the group stages, he broke Messi's heart after defeating Argentina 4-3.
Good-ass game,
Mbappe was
too.
Man of the match and he scored 2 goals. And his incredible form wouldn't stop here. France went all the way to the final because of him. Against Croatia, he scored a banger from 25 yards.
Who won Ballon d'Or that year? Because it wasn't Mbappe. I thought the winner of the World Cup, was he player? I'm pretty sure he was player of the tournament too. Or was he not? He probably... I thought the winner of the World Cup was supposed to get Ballon d'Or. At least that's what y'all told me.
France then won the final 4-2. He became the second
Kylian
teenager after Pelé to score a goal in the World Cup final. He even received the FIFA World Cup Best Young Player award. Then, the famous Mbappe downfall period came at the UEFA Euro 2020. In the match against Switzerland, he provided an assist for Benzema, but the game ended 3-3, so it went to penalties. Mbappe failed to score the decisive penalty, and France were out, and social media simply destroyed him because of his ego. But this period didn't last long, as he was back for the 2022 World Cup. It's just something with Mbappe and World Cups.
He shows up
in the first match against Australia, Mbappe was involved in 3 goals out of 4. 4 days later, he scored 2 goals against Denmark to win the match 2-1. This way, France qualified for the next round, breaking the mysterious World Cup champions curse. Then,
I thought they would go
demon
not
was
make it out the
released
group stage
in the match against Poland, as he scored 2 insane goals and won the match 3-1 for France.
In the same spot too.
After defeating England and Morocco, France went to back-to-back World Cup finals.
About that Morocco game, people really wanted to see a Morocco and Croatia World Cup final. I will not forget that. I won't forget it.
It was either history for Mbappe or legacy for Messi. And it's fair to say that Mbappe tried everything.
4 this game,
Argentina led 2-0 with just over 10 minutes remaining. Mbappe scored twice to send the game to extra time. Then he had to carry France again, as Messi scored to make it 3-2. But again, Mbappe never gave up.
Give it to me,
give it to me! He scored a penalty and the score was 3-3. The game went to a penalty shootout. He scored his penalty again, but it wasn't enough. Still, he scored a hat-trick in the biggest final
he scored a hattie and then he scored the final
His
penalty
performance
kick,
was just astonishing, yet not enough. He secured the tournament's golden boot with 8 goals. He also became the World Cup top scorer in finals with 4 goals. It's fair to say that in World Cups,
he really was the best player in the World Cup.
And that, my friends, was the history of Mbappe. He is still young and has the future ahead of him. Nothing can stop this guy on his day, and his journey to the top was incredibly fast. He is living every boy's dream, but Mbappe needs to make the right decisions to make sure that he will remain at the top. One of them would be to sign for Real Madrid and leave PSG. Madrid is the club of his dreams, so if he wants to prove something, he should go to Spain. Maybe he will carry on Ronaldo's legacy and will be the perfect heir for him.
Yeah, they need somebody over there. They playing goddamn Rodrigo at striker or something like that. We already know. I think Rodrigo regular as hell, so they need to make some type of changes. Oh, could have even been with left them boys. But hey, the most selfish player ever in football. Let me know what y'all think about the whole Kylian Mbappe situation. I'm pretty sure and how y'all feel about it, because I see where he coming from, even though 80%, 90% of y'all really don't rock with, you know, what he doing with all the re-signing with PSG instead of going to Hala Madrid for all the money and stuff like that. Let me know what y'all think, man. He say he got the money, now he finna make it right. I see no problem with it, man. I'm out.